Thank you for coming to this afternoon's National Signing Day. My name is Jared Felice. I'm the athletic director here at Fort Carson High School. Really happy you all can make it out. We adjusted the time a little bit so that our signees' families could make it. So we're glad to see some faces here to support these two young men. We're incredibly excited that we're able to sign today in December. It's Division I athletes, football players specifically, that sign on this day. It's a very special moment that's reserved for athletes that are signing, whether it's Group of 5 or Power 5 schools, and that's certainly where Josiah and Tai are signing today. So thank you so much for coming. Let's give it a round of applause for these gentlemen real quick. All right, so as I mentioned, it's a very special time for these two. These are two individuals that have started many years in our football program, represented it to the Trojan standard that we expect, and that's with high character, integrity, discipline, and pride. And they've certainly represented that in their tenure. And I know they've made Coach Novotny and his staff in our school incredibly proud of what they've accomplished, and we look forward to what their future holds. We know it's going to be incredibly bright for both of them, and we know that they're going to continue to represent our school and community from this point forward. So as we kind of kick off this ceremony, Coach Novotny is going to come up here. He's going to say a couple nice words about these two, and then we'll get to the signing portion. There will be plenty of time at the end for you to take pictures if you like. We'd like to have that time set aside for you guys all afterward to kind of be a part of this moment for these two young men. So everybody, Head Coach Jake Novotny.
I'm really glad that we have a good crowd here today. I know it's end of the semester and everybody wants to get out here and go on to their Christmas celebrations. And I'm really proud of our players that are here to experience this and came back and witnessed these guys. Because it's just like I told them the other day in the weight room, these guys are going to be there February 1st when some of our other guys sign, which is really kind of embodies who these guys are. So that's really what I'm here to talk about. I know Mr. Felice is going to put up like a nice stats about all these guys, and their accolades speak for themselves and who they are. I mean, on the football field, but I really like to speak on these type of things about who these kids were as people when they were here the 4 years that they were a part of our program. The first thing I always like to say to the family that's here today, man, this is a special thing for you guys, and it's as big of a deal for you as a family member, and you guys should be congratulated, specifically parents, okay? Even as much, if not more so than these guys, because you're the ones that are getting them up, driving them to visits, getting them to workouts, okay? Sacrificing for them to be a part of something, to do something that they love and chase a dream. And the way that college football is going and the way it is to sign and be a part of that type of stuff now, it is really difficult to get a Division I scholarship. I've been here 7 years as a head football coach, and these two are the first Power 5 or Group of 5 signees we've had. And they're probably the first Power 5 or Group of 5 signees that have been around, Mr. Felice, what, 15 years probably?
Yeah.
15 years or so?
About that, 10
So
15.
it's a really special deal. And in the structure of the way college football goes nowadays, okay, the early signing period is basically today, right, is the early signing day. It's for football only, as Mr. Felice said. And it's only been around for about 3 to 5 years with how things have changed. And these guys are the first two in Fort Carson history to be early signees. And I think that's really special. So let's clap it up for them. I'm really proud of both of these two. And I got some things to talk about both of them here in a second, but I'm going to go ahead and start with whoever our first one is, Mr. Felice. So Tai Savai. So as you can see, okay, very accomplished on the field. But what's most important, in my opinion, about Tai is that Tai is a phenomenal leader, great teammate. He's very humble, and almost in some sense, he enjoys the success of his teammates and his team more than his own. And that's really special. And he is a natural leader. People gravitate towards him in the school. Everybody knows who he is. It's probably because of his hair. And I've been trying to get my hair like that, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. Okay? But he really is a special kid. And I'll never forget, and it's something that's special about both of these young men up here. They played in our Junior Trojans program all the way back to 7th grade. And so to me, that's really special. These are some of the first guys that come through, okay, and be a part of our program before they were even really stepped foot on campus here. And they bought into being the Trojan, they bought into the Trojan way. And I'm just so excited for Tai specifically. I'll never forget, a couple of our coaches were coaching his 8th grade spring junior Trojans. And they go, Coach, take a look at this. And I still have the video. And I wish I could have shown it here, but this dude with this bushy hair just KO'ing a running back that came across the middle I forget what the play was, but I sent it to my dad, my brother, like, holy crap, is that kid going to play for you guys? I said, I think so. And, something that's really special, Ty's, and in this class of seniors we have, Ty's one of the first guys that I've had here to play and start all 4 years at the varsity level. And it's really kind of a special deal. I don't necessarily believe in doing that all the time, but when you have someone special like Tai Savai walk through your doors, you're going to do that. And Tai, I appreciate everything you've done for our program. You've talked about leaving a legacy ever since you've been here. And son, you've done that. I'm so proud of you. I am the biggest Washington State fan right now, and I'm so excited to see you run around and play out there. I think he's going to a great spot. I met with his head coach when he was here a couple weeks ago. We talked for 2 hours, and they are just so excited to have him, and rightfully so, because we've been blessed and lucky to watch him play for 4 years on our field. And I'm excited to watch him play on the national stage. But more importantly, I just want to thank you for all your hard work and your efforts the last 4 years. So, Tai Savai. Josiah is another young man that came up through our Junior Trojans program as well. And quite honestly, but for having an injury when he first came in as a freshman, probably would have been a 4-year varsity starter for us as well. But he worked through that, handled it well, and I'm really proud of him. And he's a guy that was kind of a jack of all trades for us in his 4 years that he was here. He really he wanted to be a tight end, go catch the ball and be flexed out and all that stuff. And Coach Mercer and I sold him on, hey man, you want to play at the next level, you got to take pride in blocking, playing on the line of scrimmage, and being versatile. And he really took that and ran with it. And as a sophomore and as a junior, really showcased his talents of doing the dirty work, okay, in the trenches and blocking linebackers, being attached on the line of scrimmage and coming down on defensive ends. And really, in my belief, that's the stuff that got him recruited. Because there's tons of guys out there that are 6'3", 6'4", that can go up and catch the football. But there's not a ton of guys out there that really are going to pride themselves on blocking people and doing some of the dirty work so that other people can have success. And I wholeheartedly believe that that's exactly why he got recruited. He played some outside linebacker for us, okay? And he's just a long, athletic guy that can play well and do anything you ask him to do. But again, just like Tai, was a fantastic leader. People are gravitating to him and his personality, okay, and the type of young man that he is. And really just a kid that has bought into our program for 6 years now. And I'm just, again, so proud of you, Josiah. I'm so proud of the work that you've put in. And I'll never forget, after his freshman year, his mom comes and says, Coach, we're going to have a meeting with you. And of course, when you hear that as the head coach, you're like, oh man, what's this going to be about, right? But it was, gosh, just such a positive meeting. And his mom just doing everything she can to figure out what's the best way to get him to this spot. And I told him right then and there, remember what I told you? I said, you better thank your mom and give her a kiss every night, because that lady's ready to sacrifice for you, do everything that she can. And I'll never forget that meeting. And it was one of the most positive parent experiences I've had here. And at the end of the day, just made me understand where he comes from, and that they were going to do everything they can to get him there. And I think you took my advice, because you did everything the right way. And your mom, I'll never forget, she walked away and she goes, Coach, we were deciding whether we were going to, transfer, because I'm getting a job up in Denver, but this is where he needs to be. And I'm going to make the drive to Denver every day so he can stay here. And so again, I tell you, you better thank your mom, because that's pretty special for her to do that. But it also is a testament to the type of kid that Josiah is, type of leader that he was. And again, just like Tai, I want to thank you for the legacy that you've left in our program, the leadership that you brought, the work ethic. And I'm so excited to watch you play on some Thursday night action with Coach McElwain at Central Michigan. So, Jesiah Silva, everybody. The last thing that I want to say, it was hard for me to talk about them individually here today, not because that was a difficult thing for me, but it's hard for me to talk about them individually because they're so similar in certain ways, but also, if you don't know these young men, I'm going to just tell you a secret, they're like best friends. Okay, they've been going up together since they were little guys. Playing football together, best friends, went to school together. Their families are great friends, okay? And it's fantastic to have them signed together on the same day, in my opinion. But where was one, there was the other. Okay? And so he kind of put them together as man, where there's Tai, there's Jesiah. Where there's Josiah, there's Tai. And so that was kind of a hard thing to talk about them individually. But the one thing that I want to say about both of these young men here, okay? And it's really kind of a unique thing, and it's special, and it's a testament to why our program has had the success that it's had in the last 3 years. Okay? These two were some of the best football players on the field on Friday night. In all years they were here. Physically, mentally, okay, emotionally. But they were some of the most humble, team first, okay, young men that we've ever had. Humble, team first young men that we've ever had. Like I said, both of them took pride in doing the things that put the team's success ahead of their own. And a lot of that comes from their families. And I don't think that I've been closer to two players' families than I've been with these two young men. And I want to thank the families in here for allowing me to coach your young men the last 4 years. Okay? The thing about these guys and the thing about their families, all right, they did it the right way. They did it the right way. They were all about the team's success and knew that their kids, and they knew that they were going to get the success that they just bought into that. Some of the best parent support that we've ever had came from those two families. I mean, everybody knows Clint at the games waving the flag, and I think now he's going to be the college game day guy with the Washington State flags, okay? But my point is that they did it the right way. And it was always about the Trojans first, for them and their families. And I cannot stress how important and how easy it is to coach that. And I just appreciate that. Our staff appreciates that. And again, I want to thank your families for that, because that really, you know, there's so many times where you have these high-profile athletes, and the parent situation is a difficult thing to manage. And it's never been that way with Tai and Josiah's family. And I want to personally thank the families. I'm so happy for you two. I want to congratulate you one more time. And I want to congratulate Clint, Fran, Michelle. I'm so excited for you guys. And I'm always here for you guys. I might go shirt off tailgating, man. That's how excited I am for you guys. Nobody wants to see that. But again, I'm proud of you guys. Love you guys. And your families, again, thank you so much for your support over the 4 years. Thanks, guys. Let's get up.
Coach Savai is always just so great with words, but we do this a lot with our football program. Over 40 in the last 6 years. It's been a lot. We ran a lot of football players through these tables here. And these are two guys that really epitomize what it means to be a Trojan student athlete. So not just our football program, but what we want to see throughout all of our athletic programs and in the Fountain community. And you guys saw the accolades and all the things they've done over the years. And none of that really matters compared to the type of human beings that these two guys are. Okay? And that's what we really want to stress of importance, that they're taking who they are and what they've built to make themselves elite student athletes, and more importantly, strong representatives of our community, and they're taking it to their respective schools. And that legacy and that representation doesn't end. It just continues. It proliferates, okay, from our community, and we thank you for that. Every single word Coach Novotny said, I agree with. I mean, you guys have certainly made your mark, and we're forever grateful for you for spending your time here at Fountain Fort Carson High School, and we're very excited to see what your futures are going to hold, which are going to be incredibly bright. So, for the moment we're all waiting for, and it's great that they signed already, but we like to do the ceremonial piece to really kind of cement that commitment that they have to Washington State for Tai and Central Michigan for Josiah. So go ahead and pick up your pens, gentlemen. You guys feel free to take pictures. Go ahead and sign away on the line, please. And as they do, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so appreciate everybody coming out. I'm going to leave everything up. You guys can take pictures, video, whatever you want to do to spend time with Tai and Josiah. Please make yourselves at home. Again, thank you so much for coming out today. We'll see you again in February because we'll have more kids up here. So once again, thank you so much for coming out. This afternoon, we have live streamed the signing ceremony. It's going to be on our YouTube Turton Sports Network channel probably within the next hour. So if you want to send it to anybody, the link's going to be there to share. Okay? Thank you so much.